What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome back to Godus 2.0. Post-patch kind of stuff. Let's grab a couple of cards or stickers that we can at the moment. Oh, that's sitting out there in the open. And let's see if we can get some of this stuff. Abodes, that'll do us. Nice. So they can now build on grass. Why is that? Oh no, that's just showing where it will go. Okay. Well, we want to unlock these. As I've said before, I'd like to kind of unlock everything just to kind of experience it, if you know what I mean. Anyway. But yeah, one thing that I think I mentioned in the previous episode that I'd like to kind of elaborate on a little bit is how in this update apparently there's people, all the followers and everything do everything a whole lot faster. So houses get built faster, new followers get born faster, and I don't know if belief accumulates faster, but I guess we'll have to just see what happens as we play. I think though that is kind of true, perhaps. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that they've put in to this patch have been a lot of kind of balance, gameplay related stuff. Not so much features, but just gameplay tweaks, which is nice. Let's get this sticker. And while we're here, let's get this one. And we can upgrade this. Followers will form friendships. They're going to go outside and socialize. And we'll start working on that because we want to. Nice. I do like that little animation when you unlock a card and it kind of pops. So now we'll see some surfies getting into the campfires again. I think that's what that one does. But I want to get rid of this little sandbar here. So of course, because this is a new world, it obviously means that we'll have to redo some Voyage of Discovery stuff. I doubt, from what I've read, that that is going to have changed much at all. Which is fine, I'm not too fussed about that. Because, to be honest, it was good, but not amazing yet. The stuff that I did do of Voyage of Discovery. I mean, it was fun, but not... It wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. So, you know, it's kind of... We'll see what happens. Now, eventually, like last time as well, I don't know if I got up to that point in the videos, but you might have noticed it in the little sped up bit that I did in the last episode. I did expand all this kind of sandbar part right out to the edge of our exploration limits. So I'll do that again. I'll probably do that off camera though, because it's kind of something that, yeah, it's pretty straightforward and it's fairly boring. And you know, do you really need to see me do it? All you need to see is if I've done it. What does that say? You need to unlock this level of sculpting. Oh, so I can't sculpt down that low. That's interesting. Builder speed increase, plus 50% speed. Haven't unlocked it yet. Yeah, see all those houses? They built very, very quickly just then. I think we can fit another one in here, yeah. They can go and do that. And let's go and unlock some stickers. Or uncover some stickers. Some chests. Where are you? There you are. Oop. Nice. As always, we'll check under the trees in case there's something sitting out in the open that we can't see yet. Oh, there's one here. And there is one under here. And we are running out of belief, but that's okay. Let's grab those. At this stage, we are going to run out of belief eventually, so let's not worry too much about that. It is early game again, and once again. This is the third time we've been in this position so far over the last two series that I've done of Godus. Pop, pop. But that's okay. Actually, I quite like the early game when it's not too frustrating. Right, if you if the progression is quick enough, it's actually quite enjoyable, I think. Like if we're able to unlock stuff with fewer stickers, and it's not going to take forever and ever to do so, and that means before long we'll have multiple layer sculpting, we'll have all the cool stuff that just makes everything a lot quicker and a lot more enjoyable to actually do. Oh, we're out of belief. And you can see the colours in the landscape have changed a fair bit as well. Which is nice, I think, because that's another problem that I was having with it, was just being able to recognise different layers when they're against each other. I like how it goes through a kind of colour spectrum as you get higher and lower. I think that's a really nice art style choice, or whatever it is in the process. But, yeah, when they're a little bit too close to each other in colour, it ends up being really hard to distinguish which layer's which. Something I haven't checked yet is rotation. No, there's no rotation yet. Oh, yes, there is! Oh, alhamdulillah. Okay, so they just haven't bound Q and E. Oh, and I can move without it turning back. Oh my god. Hip hip hooray, play the party music, let's do this. Let's see if we can just rebind some keys here while we're doing it. Move over. Oh, okay. Edit keyboard.text to edit key. Okay, no worries. I'll do that in between sometime when we're not doing this. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful rotate. I can go around the other side of this mountain and actually see what's happening. There's a card here that I wouldn't have known about before. Oh, I am so happy about that. Now, to add to the rotating thing, my next request would be a key to reset your view to the default. Because that would be nice. Not to be too demanding or anything now that we've got this sorted, but oh my god, I'm so happy. Can't tell you how much I've been wanting to be able to rotate the view. So good. That would have saved a lot of headaches that we had last time. Oh look, oh, I can't see this side of this part of the land. Good thing I can rotate round there. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Let's uncover this one. Just there. Oh, that is so good. And I don't know if you could do it before because I never did, but you can right-click and drag to move the map around. I used to always just middle-click and drag to move. You can obviously WASD as well, but yeah, I don't know if you could do that in the previous one, but I like that you can. Kind of makes sense because right-click doesn't really get used for much, so maybe it has always been that way. It's quite possible. Maybe that's just something I missed. Can we get that one? Probably can, hey. Yes. Oh, this is good. I'm liking it. All these little changes that make such a big difference. I know I'm kind of strip mining and clearing out this land a lot, but it's kind of what I want to do right now. Let's flatten this land like there's no tomorrow and clear out all the trees and everything so that we can get lots and lots of houses being built. So we can bump up the population and in turn bump up the belief. Let's have a quick look now that we've got some stickers, what we can unlock, if anything. Oh yeah. Plus belief capacity. And we can probably make them a little faster too. 2, 3. I like that so far we've only had to put maximum of 3 stickers. That is fantastic. Much more enjoyable. Boom. Nice. it certainly does make it much more enjoyable when you're not struggling for resources in a game. Like, if you're struggling because you're shit, fair enough. But if you're struggling because you've done everything you possibly can to get them, but the game hasn't let you, or hasn't given you enough, then that's not fun. So it's nice to see that that's an improvement that they've made. So quickly too, I mean, really. It didn't take long for this update to come out. So, it's, you know, that's pretty cool. Now, how far... I can't go that deep yet. Okay. There was what... Yeah, I do remember hearing they did mention something about to be able to sculpt beneath the ocean at a low level. You're going to have to unlock that power. So that seems like that's what's happening there. Now, I kind of want to step them up to grass pretty quickly now. Not only to get the new houses, but just because I like it better. I'm not a big fan of the beach. Just in general. Let alone having everybody living on the beach. Not everyone wants to live on the beach. You need some variety. If it was me, I wouldn't want to live near the beach. Couldn't think of anything worse, really. But I do live in the mountains. Well, hills. But yeah, so very, very cool. I'm very, very pleased with the way that this is panning out so far. Aside from the bugs that we did experience, where I had to restart the game, and obviously where I can't quit the game without killing it in Task Manager. But, you know, that's cool. I've looked on the forums and they're aware of it and they're working on it and that sort of thing. So we can definitely forgive such things. I mean, at the end of the day, it is beta, it is early access. I've said it plenty of times. You can't expect brilliance or complete features or anything of the sort from an early access game. But that's part of the fun of an early access. It might piss you off at times, but hey, it's in the middle of being made. Gotta, you know, that's part of the ups and downs and fun of it, I guess. I told you I was trying to take a more cheerful approach to this world. I don't know why I'm bothering with out here, but anyway. Bing, bong, bing. We just want them to build, build, build right now. No, you don't follow me, dude. I am not your savior. I'm just a sculptor. Oh, ran out of belief. As will happen. So yeah, I reckon we'll flatten out. Maybe we'll flatten out at like this level here. This nice green that's just above the sand. And we can head on after that, and it seems to get higher as you go back, so the further you head north. But let's check out what we've got. Monument. Shrine of Capacity. Okay, so we've seen that one before. What does that require? Speech bubbly ones. And looks like it's going to require 4 of them. Let's wait until we get something else. Let's wait until we can actually unlock an entire thing before we start unlocking things, if you know what I mean. Yes, belief is a bit of an issue right now. So much so that I'm going to have to do what I did last time, which was one of the things I talked about, which you would have seen in the last episode with that sped up version. I did spend a lot of time in between recording, essentially just whatchamacallit, like turning on the game here and there and just collecting belief, because belief accumulates while you're not playing. So it's there ready for you to pick up when you log in next time, or when you launch the game next time, for that matter. So what I was doing was, in between whatever during the day. I wasn't making any advances necessarily, but I would open up Godus and just collect all the belief so that next time when I went to actually play it, I'd have lots of belief to play with. If that makes sense. Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense. So, yeah. I'll probably do that this time as well, so that hopefully, maybe not next episode, because I do record a bunch all at the same time, but hopefully eventually we'll get into the point where every time we come in we can do lots of stuff, because there'll be a nice big chunk of belief collected and ready to go. So, yeah. That's kind of like how I like to do it. Because belief is one thing that it's kind of, I think, sucks for the series, because it's alright as a gameplay mechanic, that's for sure. But when you're recording a series such as this one, you kind of want to have stuff to do each time, I reckon. Otherwise, it's kind of going to be pretty boring for everybody involved. I mean, it's easier to talk about stuff when there's interesting stuff happening on screen. So when there isn't anything interesting happening on the screen, you tend to ramble, which I'm sure you've heard me do plenty by now. Yep. Oh, I wish I could get down to that level. I want to get rid of this little bit of water here. But I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh well. Off you trot. Go build stuff which will probably be all wonky and out of whack, but whatever. I reckon we'll cut this across here. Or something like that. And from there, we can start doing the grass. So there'll be a fair bit of sandy, beachy area. Which is cool. Them's the breaks. Hell, I live in Australia. Lots of people here love the beach. Yep. Don't know why. It's funny, I wonder if people in who live in cold countries have to deal with other people who live there telling them about how great it is that it's cold. Because I tell you what, living in a hot country, or a predominantly hot country, I've lived in hotter countries, so there's that. But living in a relatively warm, sunny environment, everyone always goes on and on and on about how nice, you know, oh look, it's lovely and hot today. And I don't like the heat, to be honest. It's just not my kind of thing. I think maybe because I lived in a much hotter country when I was a child, so maybe that conditioned me to loathe the heat. Kind of like beaches. I used to go to the beach all the time when I was a kid too. But that's aside from the point. We're expanding nicely along the way. We're getting somewhere, I feel. A little slow going because it's early days still. But that's alright. That's what we're doing. But I reckon I will end the episode right here because why not? It's about that time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.